Hello, fellow YouTubers. LegoBWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old. And, pleasant surprise, I'm reviewing Team Rose. I thought this review wouldn't come until like August or September, but, well, I went to Kohl's and they had cream. So yeah, we taking a look at all of them. We got 4-inch Amy, the new 4-inch cream, and 4-inch Big the Cat. So, as always, start out with the speed character. So we'll start with Amy. Alright, so here we have Amy, and we'll take a look at the card first. She comes with the Pico hammer. Thankfully, she comes with the right accessory. It says a pink hedgehog who wields a huge hammer called the Pico hammer. And I got the Wave 10 version. It's exactly the same as the Wave 6 version, just different packaging. 11 points for articulation. So first off, we'll talk about the accessory, and unfortunately a slight QC issue. Pretty noticeable, actually. The paint kind of rubbed off on the hammer, and yeah, you can see it in the hand there. That does not look great. I might need to touch that up a little bit. Still, it's a nice accessory. Maybe should be a little bigger, but the fact that she's got the right accessory at least is nice. And she has one open hand for holding the hammer and one closed fist. Really nice sculpt work on her. I know people complain about the big open mouth. I would prefer it to be closed, but I still think it looks alright. She has yellow cuffs instead of gold, but again, it doesn't bother me too much. She's got the headband, the eyelashes, green eyes. You can see the tongue in there. Got some white around the dress there. Hammer's pretty well painted. Got some red and yellow and white. Boots are also well painted. And then she's got the tuft of fur on her head. So yeah, overall, sculpt work, aside from maybe the open mouth, I feel like this figure does a really good job of representing the character. Now, the most common complaint I hear about this figure is the size. Yeah. She's like about the same height as Sonic when she should really be shorter. But yeah, there's the comparison. Height is a bit of a problem, but it's not a deal breaker for me. Now, articulation is pretty nice. She's got a ball joint at the head, not a lot of up and down. Not a whole lot of right and left, but I still feel like he gets the job done. Shoulders can do a full 360. They can go up about that far. And then she's got ball jointed wrists. And legs. Legs are the really nice part because they can go forward that far and back that far and out to the side, which is a really nice touch. I appreciate that. Then, of course, she's got bending knees and ankle pivot. So, upper half is just kind of average articulation, but I really like how they did the legs. She's also got a little tail there. So, maybe the open mouth and scale can be will be a little off-putting, but I still feel the overall look is definitely there. Very nice figure. Jakks did a good job with this one. So that pretty much covers Amy. So now we'll move on to the newest figure, Cream. It is so crazy that Jakks is doing a Cream the Rabbit figure after so long. Like her last figure was in Toy Island. It was made by Toy Island, and that's just crazy that it took this long. She hasn't been in a lot of mainline games, unfortunately. Yeah, she looks really nice. You can see she comes with ice cream, and people are complaining about her not coming with cheese, which, yeah, it does bug me. But they have the Chow as a separate 2.5-inch figure, and I just don't think they'd want to include that in here for the price of a 4-inch figure. Although she's very short. I mean, look how small she is in the bubble there. But yeah, I'm bummed too, but I understand. I just hope eventually we get a proper cheese, the Chow figure. Or, I mean, there's a Chow getting repacked in Wave 13, so if I'm able to find it, I might just get that and just make a tie for him and call it a day. So it says she has 12 points for articulation. So she comes with ice cream. It says Cream is a pure, well-mannered, and loyal friend to everyone she meets. She can traverse obstacles by using her large ears to fly and defeat enemies with the help of her cuddly chow companion, Cheese. And had to remove a sticker because Cole puts stickers on these, and it's very annoying. Has the other figures from the wave. I don't need the Sonic or the Metal Sonic. I did get Infinite, and don't worry, I'll be sure to review him. So I'm not really one for doing initial first impressions, but I mean, she doesn't transform, so how hard can it be, right? All right. First off, going to get the ice cream out. All right, these can be a bit of a pain sometimes. All right. There's Cream. And wow, this is crazy. Holding a Cream the Rabbit figure. Okay, so first off, we'll go over her accessory, the ice cream. And it's pretty nice. I like ice cream, so, you know, that's always a cool thing to have, I guess. Bring the camera down because she is very small. And she can hold it. Hopefully, I don't have the issue that I had with Amy and her Pico Pico hammer. So sculpt work on her is really good. She's got her ears, which are rubbery. And she's got the eyes. Seems to be a slight paint defect right there with the black right there, but that's not too bad. She's got an open mouth also, but it's not as noticeable. And she's got the kind of tie sort of thing. I'm not sure. Is that like a ribbon? I'm not 100% sure what to call that. And she's got her socks and shoes. Got some yellow and red paint there. Of course, she's got her little tail, which appears to be articulated. Yeah, it's on a ball joint. Wow. They, did not have to do that, and I really appreciate that they did. All right, don't worry about that for the time being. So articulation, head is on a ball joint, as expected. You can get some up, some down, but not a lot. You can look right and left. Shoulders can do a full 360. They can go up that far. Wrists are on ball joints. Legs seem like they're going to be a little problematic. Let's see. Oh, is that paint? Dang it. Okay, it doesn't seem like they go out to the side like Amy's do, which is a bit of a bummer, but oh well. Just due to the design, leg articulation will be a little limited. Of course, they can rotate. You get a knee bend. And ball jointed ankles. So that's really nice. Yeah, for being a small figure, I'm really happy with this thing. And just for being her first figure in almost 2 decades, that's awesome. Of course, here we just have a chow that I can put with her. That's nice to have. Again, I still want to have a chow to keep as a regular one, so I'll try to get a second regular chow so I can put a tie on him. So, that's Cream. Overall, I'm really happy with this figure. So, now we can move on to Big the Cat. So first off, we'll take a look at his card. He's in Wave 11. I've already reviewed Knuckles and a version of Sonic. And Chaos, I'll find some way to review him. He has 12 points for articulation, and he comes with rings. Yeah, more on that in a minute. Description, it says, though a gentle giant, Big is not afraid to fight for his friends if they are in danger. So, his accessories absolutely suck. He just comes with 2 rings. Like, when they came with Shadow, I was like, okay, whatever, but with Big the Cat, no, this sucks. This is not okay. I can understand him not coming with Froggy. They might be planning to do a 2.5-inch Froggy. But he should come with a fishing rod. Yeah, that's very annoying, and this just would not stand. So, went ahead and made a fishing rod, which I'm pretty happy with. It's cracking here, unfortunately. I'm not happy with the black parts around the yellow, but I'm pretty happy with it otherwise. So just put it in his hand, right there. And I also made a Froggy, who I'll definitely admit this is not the best. I will admit I hardly ever use clay, so yeah. The eyes came out kind of rough. I might need to remake this guy at some point, but for now, this'll have to work. So with my rant about the accessories out of the way, how do I feel about the figure itself? I think the figure's great. The overall sculpt work is really nice. His head, he's got really huge eyes. That's how he's supposed to look, but why? He's such a chill and relaxed guy. Why does he always look so traumatized? Probably because he remembers how awful his gameplay was in the first adventure game. But yeah, head is nice. He's got really long ears. He's got some fur on the back. He's got mostly white on the front of his torso area. He's got a belt here, which has a bendy part right here, so I just kind of appreciate that little touch. Got the buckle. He's got stripes. He's got his tail on the back. And he's got gloves. And the sculpt work on the sandals and the paintwork are pretty nice. Now for his articulation, I feel it works pretty well. The head, I don't think that's a ball joint, because I'm like getting nothing basically for virtually nothing for up and down. But you do get some right and left. Shoulders the arms are going to collide with the ears, but the shoulders do a full 360. They can go up about that far. Get an elbow bend, which, yeah, not a whole lot going on there. His wrists are on ball joints. Rotate. Now, past big figures have used the belt to conceal a waist swivel. I'm a little bummed this one didn't do that, but big as a figure, a character, I just don't know if he really needs a waist swivel because he's not very agile. And then his tail is articulated, which that touch definitely gets a thumbs up for me. His legs, very stubby, but they can move forward and back. Of course, they can turn. And you have ankle pivot and swivel. So articulation, I think it's effective enough. It gets the job done. It's not crazy, but again, I don't think I really need tons of articulation with a Big the Cat figure. So that basically covers Big and Team Rose. However, before I get into the final thoughts, there is one final comparison I want to show you. All right, so one final comparison. Here are all of the teams from Sonic Heroes. I haven't even played that game, and yet having them all here together is just very satisfying. And this is really most of the main modern cast. I don't have Silver here, but really just with him and with them having a Blaze figure coming up, that's pretty much going to do it for the main modern cast. Jakks has just done a great job with giving us all the characters that we need for this collection. Very cool. So that's Team Rose. Overall, some pretty solid figures. In terms of how you're going to get these figures, Amy was repacked in Wave 10, which might still be floating around at some Walmarts. I'm not entirely sure. If not, she's like $20 some on eBay, which is definitely kind of ridiculous, but I've paid about that price for 4-inch figures before, so yeah. Same for Big, although with his size, I'd say paying that price would be a little bit easier, a slightly easier pill to swallow. It'd still be a bummer because if you find them at stores, you can get them for $10, which Wave 11 might also still be floating around at some stores. Like my Targets in the area have moved on to Wave 12, it seems, pretty much. Well, at least my closest Target. Walmarts, though, are generally not the best for finding these figures, in my experience. However, from what I've seen, apparently Walmart is one of the places you want to check for cream. Walmart or Kohl's. And I just cannot believe Kohl's was where I found this thing. That is just insane. Now, another option, if you just really don't want to hunt for her, apparently Big Bad Toy Store has these again. I hope. That's really crazy. I hope this means that our days of having a hard time finding these are over. I hope now Jakks is gonna make them available on online retailers again. That'd be really awesome. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, that's my thoughts on these figures. Out of all of them, I think Amy's the best, aside from the open mouth and the size. She's a really solid figure. I really appreciate the leg articulation. Cream is probably next. This could just be me feeling excited about the fact that I have a Cream the Rabbit figure, but I genuinely think she's really nice. She's just a very cute little figure, and articulation's pretty good for the size. Big, he's a nice figure. I feel he does everything he's supposed to do. I think the main drawback I have with him is just the awful accessories that I've had to try and fix myself. Maybe we can get a future release of him that has a fishing rod, and maybe they'll do a 2.5-inch Froggy down the line. Who knows? But for now, that's Team Rose. Next time I'll do sort of my own Team Eggman. I'm going to do Modern Eggman, Metal Sonic, and the new Infinite figure, so be looking forward to that. And I'm very excited for Wave 14 when we get Blaze the Cat, who hopefully won't be as much of a pain to find as I initially thought she would be. So, as always, please be sure to comment down below what you think of the figures. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.